In Australia, we have huge beds of brown coal.
澳洲有一個地方，嗰度有一大層褐煤。
The traditional teaching is that these formed from trees growing in swamps over long periods.
傳統嘅教學話，佢哋係由喺沼澤裏邊嘅樹經過長時間而形成。
But you will see that the evidence fits with the idea of huge forests torn off and buried by the flood.
如果個想法係有一大片嘅森林被摧毀，並且被大洪水淹沒，咁樣就更加符合個證據。
For one thing, the trees inside of all this coal
其中一樣就係喺煤裏邊嗰啲樹
are all thrown together,
全部都撈到亂晒，
and their roots are torn off,
連根部都被扯斷，
and they are smashed and broken at all angles.
佢哋係由不同嘅角度被打碎。
And you have layers of volcanic ash through the coal.
喺煤裏邊有多層嘅火山灰薄層。
And the trees are the sorts of pine trees which do not grow in swamps.
呢啲松樹係唔會喺沼澤裏邊生長嘅。
If you tear off a forest and you carry it with water,
如果你摧毀咗個森林，然後用水沖走佢，
then you will shake a lot of the pollen out of the trees.
你會將樹上面嘅花粉搖咗出嚟。
And here you see a layer which is about half a metre thick,
呢度你就睇到有一層係半米厚嘅土層，
which is almost 50% pure pollen.
差唔多有50% 係純嘅花粉。
But if these trees grew in a swamp,
但如果呢啲樹真係喺沼澤裏邊生長，
over long periods of time,
經過一段長時間，
you would expect a little bit of pollen,
你就預計只有少少嘅花粉，
a few leaves,
幾片嘅葉，
a few dead branches,
幾支枯枝，
but not this sort of sorting by large amounts of water.
但唔會係咁樣俾大量嘅水去分類。
This is a picture of an Australian gemstone called opal.
呢幅圖係澳洲嘅一塊寶石，叫貓眼石。
People are told it takes millions of years.
啲人話要幾千萬年先可以形成到，
But that opal grew in only 3 weeks.
但係呢一塊貓眼石喺3個禮拜裏邊就形成咗啦。
One man in Australia has found the recipe.
澳洲有個男人揾到一個秘方，
You just have to mix together the right amounts of simple chemicals like you find in the ground.
你只需混合適當份量嘅簡單化學物，而呢啲化學物係喺地下都可以揾到嘅。
People believe that the sorts of things that grow in caves very slowly
啲人相信喺山洞裏邊好慢形成嘅嘢，
must take hundreds of thousands of years.
一定要幾十萬年。
But if you look at this picture, it has these 2 little men
但你睇呢幅圖，呢度有2個人喺度，
with lights on top of their helmets.
佢哋嘅頭盔有支燈喺度嘅，
That's because they are miners,
因為佢哋係礦工。
and this is not a natural cave.
呢一個唔係一個自然嘅山洞，
It is a man-made mining tunnel
呢個係人造嘅採礦隧道。
that was only 50 years old when that picture was taken.
當呢幅圖影嘅時候，個礦洞只係得50年嘅歷史，
So all of that grew in only 50 years.
所以呢一切都係喺50年裏邊形成嘅。
I had somebody tell me that, yeah, okay, but these look very thin.
但係有人話俾我聽，但係佢哋好幼喎，
And in some caves they are very thick.
但係有啲洞可以好粗㗎。
Here is the same sort of rock that is very thick.
呢嚿係同一類嘅石，但係好厚。
But actually that began to grow about 100 years ago.
但係實際上佢喺100年前先開始形成。
You just need the right conditions.
你只需要有適合嘅條件。
People think it takes a long time for things to turn into stone.
啲人以為要用一個好長嘅時間先至可以將一啲嘢變成石頭。
But there's a cave in England that has the right minerals.
喺英格蘭有一個山洞，佢有適當嘅礦物質，
that can very quickly cover things in stone.
可以好快咁用石頭嚟包住嗰啲嘢。
So many people take their teddy bears
好多人就拎佢哋嘅啤啤熊，
and they turn them from soft bears to hard bears.
將佢哋由軟嘅熊仔變成硬嘅熊仔。
And you can see here where they hang them up.
喺呢度就睇到啲人係點樣吊起啲啤啤熊。
This is where people hang things like teddy bears, and it only takes a few weeks to cover the teddy bear in solid stone.
呢度就係啲人吊起啲嘢嘅地方，例如啤啤熊。喺幾個禮拜，個啤啤熊就會變成一嚿石頭。
Even when you look at how quickly coastlines are eroding,
你哋睇下海岸線係被侵蝕得幾快？
it shows you that those coastlines couldn't be hundreds of millions of years old.
咁就話俾你知，啲海岸線係冇幾千萬年嘅歷史。
If you look here, there used to be a lighthouse.
你睇下呢度，以前係有一座燈塔。
In only 170 years since the lighthouse was built,
個燈塔只係起咗170年，
the sea has eroded 21 meters.
個海岸線已經被侵蝕咗21米。
Those cliffs are supposed to be hundreds of millions of years old.
嗰啲懸崖應該係有幾千萬年嘅歷史嘛。
If you multiply that erosion by 100 million years,
如果你將侵蝕嘅程度乘以幾千萬年，
it would have eaten up most of England.
就已經侵蝕咗成個英格蘭啦。